Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen around the world, wherever you are. Welcome to League of Tilt, where today we are the Troll King himself in the jungle. We were going Trundle into an immobile ADC, Darius, auto attack based champion, and Viego, also an auto attack based champion. You won't be able to get too much out of that. Now that I know they're here, I can just recall safely what has happened here. I really hope she doesn't need to spend her flash. That would be a disaster. Ooh, Glacial Augment. Fight to the end, everyone, and we win this. I'm trying to feel about it. Balls of steel on this girl, I'm telling you. She will not spend her pots. She will not give up that 50 gold. Bonkers, I'm telling you. Alright, well, it is what it is. Trundle is not the fastest clearing champion in the game, at least not early on. Obviously, all auto attack based bruiserish champions end up getting massively improved clears as the game goes on. But he really does want to look for a gank level 3 before or after a scuttle fight. It's okay if you don't get a gank off, but it does slow you down. He's really more of a 4-camp clear because his Raptor take is so bad before you get a timeout or a Bomby Center item. If you're going some amount of damage, you almost always want to rush a timeout. That was bad, by the way. I didn't reset my auto Q. Your Q is a chomp. It functions as an empowered auto attack, but it also does the thing where, pardon me, where it increases the amount of auto attack damage that you take from that thing by reducing the AD. So 35, chomp 25. See, and then it also increases your AD by the same amount. So the more levels you put into this thing, the stronger these effects become. Your W is the frozen field that you create under him that gives you movement speed. So you're crossing over at 230, 233, which is pretty standard. But then it's after this point really that it starts to go bad. So we're going to put a second point in our Q here because your E doesn't really help you clear, and we do want to clear this. So we're going to grab this red buff, and then we're going to look for a gank topside. Trundle with red buff is very hard to get away from, especially since I have flash. Fully expect that Darius here is going to need to... He's not going to win against this Munda here, is he? He does have to be careful. I'm going to ghost in on this. Darius. Not going to make it, but it's fine. Got a kill. Traded Ghost for Flash and for Ignite, so he ignited, he flashed, doesn't have TP. Mundo's going to be able to push that in. That's very much worth for us, because we get kill gold plus Mundo gets an assist, and then Mundo already had a significant minion lead, right? And then he doesn't have teleport, so trading my life there is definitely worth. It's not the case that trading your life there is always worth, but within the context of the waves of minions missed, the EXP in particular is going to hurt because Mundo's going to be so far ahead in EXP now. Oh, there's a Katarina here. There's a wild Katarina here. A wild Katarina. Okay, this is fine. Rip that. I could have let my jungle item burn that down, but I was scared in case something gets stolen. I don't really know why I auto attack that. I don't even know that she wants me to take care of this. Okay, so this has been taken a while ago by this particular boy. I'm not going to head on down. I don't have pillar yet because that kill did slow me down a little because it meant I didn't get to see leech terribly much minion EXP, and that slowed me down. It's alright because I got a kill, so I can't really complain. Let our jungle item burn, clear that off. Not sure why this isn't spawning. Okay, it wasn't showing on the minimap, but I could have sworn this was going to spawn. It's like, what? I killed this immediately after I killed Grom. There's no reason for this to not be spawning. That made very little sense to me. We're going to recall after this because we'll be able to grab our time at 325 gold after you get your pickaxe. It used to be you could build timeouts out of longswords that give it a much easier build path. But I think they decided, possibly rightfully so, that given how much work timeout does in helping a single thing attacking champions like Trundle, given how much work it does in helping them control waves and control minion waves in jungle camps, it's what is happening here. Just hit. You don't win that, yeah. Viego is bot side, so we're going to be kiting our camps here into his blue side here, because we have to try to punish him for his invade by at the least stealing camps. There's not much point in me trying to gank Katarina. She's very mobile, and my Ahri doesn't have ulti, so she wouldn't really be able to chase, despite her being low. Zeri's dead. Got caught by the Viego, unfortunately. None of this is working out terribly much. We're gonna go for this dive here, I think, yeah. Let Mundo tank. That's unfortunate. I could have sworn Mundo was going to survive that. It's alright. It's alright that he didn't. We have a pink here, so we will have advanced warning of whenever someone tries to show up. And as Trundle, we have amazing tower take even this early on in the game, so we're going to very easily get a couple of plates here. Because your chomp does work on towers somehow. Somehow a troll can take bites out of towers, and that's okay. I don't know. I'm just gonna walk on out of here. I saw Viego. There's no reason to expect him to not be there. And then I also saw Katarina leave mid lane, so I know that that's not a safe environment for me anymore. So just again, walk away from there, know your limits. I know that there's a blast cone there because that blast cone has not been used. I can just frozen domain out of there, which gives me obviously movement speed. You are very powerful at dueling people, right? Especially when you have your frozen domain up. Because it gives you attack speed and bonus move speed, so you can cut down people, and it gives you healing. We're attacking a little slowly, more slowly than normal, because we went for lifesteal in our runes. This is something that I like to do on Trundle to a significant degree. Triforce, yes. Because I normally build Trundle as having a Triforce, and that gives me all the attack speed that I could desire. So generally speaking, yeah, I want to go for this. I also do want to go for Rift Herald, but I think there's less chance actually of taking the Rift Herald, and their bot lane is going to want to reset, so I want to use this timer. This is a little sus, because Katarina place that. Uh-oh. Ran a ward. But it doesn't look like their bot lane is rotating, which is fine. Because if their bot lane isn't rotating, we're not scared. Because Viego cannot kill us here. Our ulti makes us very, very, very hard to duel in a 1v1 situation. So unless Viego shows up over the wall, we're completely fine here. So here we are. Just a very free dragon take. I should have definitely control warded and killed the ward first, and then tried to see if they had a response. And then if they didn't have a response, then I should have been like, oh, okay, they don't have a response, now I'm safe to go for this. So that was definitely more than a little bit might be. Trundle unfortunately can't really take multiple camps simultaneously, but it's fine. I'm gonna start kiting this up towards our wolves and finally do a full sequence. This game has been a little strange. The ways we've had to move on the map have been a little stranger. Focus bot, me and Top got it. Yeah, of course you and Top got it, my friend. You people are great. No, just kidding. Actually, Ahri has it by herself, but Mundo's got it because of the massive amount of attention I've paid him. Like the punishment I have dealt out to this Darius for just existing and for pushing out. Also looks like he gives a kill to... Oh, she's not pinging me. So I was very confused about why she was pinging me, but no, she's not pinging me. She's just trying to ping the fact that Katarina is missing. This is unfortunate because now I cannot go for this Shelly. But also, I am significantly ahead of the Viego in farm, which I like, but I'm also confused because why? It's not like he has less kills than me. It will take him a while to complete Rift Herald if he has gone for this, but he hasn't, so I'll go for this. And again, same reasoning as before, right? But this time also they don't even have vision. I can definitely fight, but I'm not brave enough to go for this. With Katarina able to collapse on me at any moment, I can definitely 1v1 the Viego, but resetting Shelly is particularly strong there, because if I reset Shelly, then he can't start it up again for a while. I have 2 charges of Smite, so using 1 charge here is fine. I really don't think he'll dare use this. Yeah, he's going to try to go for a play on Ahri, but Ahri has ulti, so she'll be able to walk away. Like, all of this is just absolutely more than fine. There we go. All we have to do... All we have to do is just make sure Viego does not get to our Mundos, so we just ghost and walk at them, and that's good enough. And now we have a numbers advantage, and Mundo still has ulti, by the way, so we can transition this very easily into this Rift Herald again. So this is all fantastic for us. Mundo's passive came up just a second after Rift Herald, which is unfortunate because he could have healed back off, but it's fine, he still has ulti, he'll be able to heal up. But because old Mundo used to just get a whole bunch of healing. No, Mundo! Okay, it's fine. I don't expect any of his camps to be up here. What the fuck? That's a Viego. But I don't think he wins against me. I have too much AD and I still have my ulti. I haven't really had an opportunity to show off my ulti. My ulti is one of the biggest stat sticks that exist in the game. It steals their max, it deals their max HP damage, and then it steals 40% of their armor and their MR. It just does so much. Like, just for you pressing a point and click button, it's literally point and click this person, and now they're absolutely giga squishy. If you ult a tank, I am also absolutely giga tanky. This is why Trundle is often called the tank killer, because so much attack speed reduces AD, so it's hard for juggernauts and tanks to trade. I'm definitely here. I wasn't really expecting Darius to try to go for this dive. Yeah, there. No, that's fine. We don't need to go for anything there. We just need to make sure that we're not dying. This is fine. This turret is nigh on dead anyways. It's okay if we don't defend it. Looks like somebody tried to go up and challenge the Mundo. Never a good idea. Our Ahri is strong, so as long as she's here, I'm not particularly worried. I'll walk over here, yeah, for sure. Make sure that Darius is tilted. He was just trying to assert his dominance on Mundo the entire game. And I was just there to be like, nope, 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 you don't get to do that and get away scot-free. Another reason I love Trundle is just his ability to just run around means, like, if he gets on top of somebody or a tower, like if he gets on top of a thing, never mind what that thing is. Guys, I'm tanking. They're not interested. If your team is interested in going for something like that, they'll generally go for it as soon as you start tanking. If after you've been tanking for a while, they still haven't gone for anything, you just know that that's not the kind of thing they're interested in, and you just avoid them like the plague. So we just wait out the last few seconds of the Rift Scuttler here. Wrap around this side. It looks like the next Scuttle Crab is going to be down both sides as well. How fit is the chin? Not particularly, but my man has a Gale Force. Okay. He's going to be walking in through his jungle is my guess. I'm going to hold my pillar here, so auto attack Q, walk away, walk back, and now Morgana's finally with me, so now it's very easy for me to do this. Why would you black shield me? Is the question I want to know. Alright, solid kill. Yeah, he's dead. He uses off his abilities. Yeah, that'll get him. That'll get him out. Why? Why are you throwing out your black shield on cooldown, my friend? So Viego shows up for this. I will either smite the red buff, for it to grab it, and if I miss the red buff, that's fine, because then I'll be able to smite the Viego, and then I'll have an advantage in fighting him. Once again, grab this. Only the first two Scuttle Crabs of the game really are the ones that are nerfed, right? The Scuttle Crabs that come afterwards are still pretty good. Actually, we have no time at, so I suppose doing these two together is slightly better than doing them entirely separately. If you fall behind on Trundle, you don't necessarily want to go for the Trinity Force and Sunra builds anymore, because they're just, they cost so much gold, and if you're not being able to stay even or ahead of the curve with your gold, then trying to go for bruiser slash juggernauty items can be fairly troll, because if your team needs you to frontline, just frontline. Then you can go for something like a Divine Sunderer or even a Balmy Cinder item instead of a Triforce. Not to say that Triforce is bad, it's definitely what you should be aiming to build, but if you fall behind, itemize like you're behind, because while Trundle can be an extremely powerful carry later on in the game, it doesn't mean that you're going to get there if you are having a game where you're behind. Sorry, just lucky. Oh, okay, I mean, she means that extremely close fight there, sure. But she's been playing a lot, like she's been playing this game in such a way that it's not really about luck, right? She's been playing this game so well. Like, she's been playing the lane phase so well, at least. And our Zeri has bounty now even, which is interesting. Mundo has been able to take that lead that we helped generate for him, just throw it all around. He's died in the service of it. Also, it looks like people just don't expect an ADC to come rushing over the wall at you for a variety of different reasons, but we needn't get into that. CC knockback.
Your team has destroyed.
Just a small amount of CC. Auto attack, auto attack, auto attack. We'll grab a pair of Mark Treads, and then we'll grab a Bramble Vest at some point. Going Mark Treads and Bramble Vest should be all right. I'm gonna go for this. Mundo is going where he pleases, and where he pleases is way up the enemy's asses. So there's that. I should be able to walk in the Darius here without too much problem. On the same level as he is. And Darius knows that. Excellent. No need to let the tower get to us. We can't really split push this lane. Trundle is an amazing split pusher. He's an okay team fighter, but he's an amazing split pusher. It's what he's born to do. But we can't really split push this lane because Mundo's pushed it so far in already. There's the mandatory inting, synchronized inting from the team. But it still looks like we're so far that it's not going to matter. But also their whole team is bot side, so this is free. All right, just gonna grab a bunch of these. When the enemy team is taking a bunch of stuff on the other side of the map, even if it's not great, you should still be looking to get something. You should be cross-mapping. And here, cross-mapping could have taken two forms. It could have taken invading Viego's camps, which are significantly less impactful now. I mean, they are an avenue for him to come back into the game, right? If we just let him free farm up his camps, then definitely that's one way that he can get back. Like, depriving people of their camps is one of the easiest way to maintain level leads as a jungler. How badly do I want to go for this? Very badly. Yeah. I'm gonna die here, but it's fine. We're just going to kill their whole team here, so it's worth it. And then they can just go into, because I'm not the primary carry. I'm extremely strong, but I'm definitely not the primary carry. I'm not hyper tanky. I'm not going for a particularly tanky build this game. I don't think Mundo needed to ulti there at all. Okay, he just has flash, sure. I suppose then it makes sense. Just take dragon. They all dead. Grab Drake. Yeah, this is very free. No need to risk them getting an objective bounty. Objective bounties are an absolutely fantastic addition to the game. It means people actually have to pay attention to what they're doing and can't just monkey around. So as I was saying, you can grab you can definitely grab a tank item, like a Balmy Cinder item, like a Frostfire Gauntlet, for example, is one of my personal favorites because it gives a whole bunch of HP and it also slows, but you don't need to slow as much on Trundle because of the constant kills from his Q. So instead, you can go for the auto attacks. You can go for Frostfire. Sure, he can have it because I'm feeling nice. No real reason for me to give that to him, but maybe he has an item spike. He doesn't necessarily need to heal up, so I don't know. Our next play here should be taking us towards their team. Viego busted out of there. We're just going to be pushing mid. Oh, you what, mate? Should be dead here. Maybe a little bit of a chaos there, but that's fine.
An ally has been slain.
What? Okay. Didn't even need to knock her out of her ulti. It does deal max HP damage, so maybe I picked a wrong fight here. That's unfortunate. It's okay. I was a little bit troll, but again, it's fine. I only had a small bounty. The reason that didn't work out, by the way, is of course because Viego has Conqueror and his Divine Sunder, which really shreds me, and he has Vam Scepter, so he has more lifesteal than I do, and I was sitting on a large amount of gold. So I was not really at max strength, and of course I don't have armor. So there's a lot of things that went into that fight. I really shouldn't have taken the Blast Cone in, but just a little bit of fun, a little bit of limb testing, give it a little bit of hope. My poor dude doesn't even have 100 CS yet, so maybe we can. But also, Viego is definitely a champion that can carry if you feed him too much. So maybe don't do that too many more times, but just the once is probably fine. I would say that's probably like the first great dumb thing, like a big mistake that we've made if we would have made if we'd done that. Non-ironically, but you know, we were doing that in full awareness of what we were doing is absolutely stupid. We do have lethal tempo, by the way, so it's not that we had a lethal we were at a lethal tempo disadvantage. And an attack speed disadvantage, I mean. Our attack speed was relatively well matched. It's just I ulted the Katarina to kill her, so didn't really have my ulti for... Whoa. I wasn't thinking. Is my not thinking going to cost us? No way, right? What? Are we gonna lose Baron off of this? No way, right? Alright, well... No, I don't think we are. Okay. We're fast enough to where this shouldn't matter. I'm gonna walk over to there. I'm gonna walk over to this. Just should not do. Grab Harris Golems. My dude Viego has a Bork, so I can't really do anything about him until I grab a Bramble Vest. My next items, I think, are going to be Bramble Vest into... My next items are going to be Bramble Vest into Frozen Heart, because I really don't want people auto-attacking quickly near me. Actually, no, never mind. Jhin gets a little bit of decreased 8. Friends, why are we just giving over like billions of shutdown gold? If we can flank them here, this is... Ooh. Okay. Yeah, see, last time I wasn't in my ulti. This time I am. This is silly. I will not be doing this much longer. Oh my god! Ooh, that hurt. I was hurting. That's fine. We've got another tank on the team. I was a little troll. I definitely should be aware that with as little armor as I have, I can't run around doing that. So I could grab a Bramble so that all of these auto attackers hurt when they hit me. And then, what do we even want to get? What do we care about getting? What are we dying to? Who are we dying to? We're dying to a bunch of Vel'Koz damage. Viego's the one we're really trying to stand and fight, but we're taking a bunch of incidental magic damage. Spirit Visage or Wit's End? Or even a Force of Nature? I think a Force of Nature, yes. Force of Nature, Winged Moonplate. Force of Nature, I like it because it gives me... Poor Viego. Oh no, just trying to kill Morgana, but oh, charges. New charge system. I'm gonna troll. This is very troll. That I mean, I'm gonna grab this Gromp here before heading into battle. Grabbing that Gromp there is very troll. I should be helping Zeri with it. It's like, hee, doesn't matter, because I've already made up my mind that I'm not going to walk into this jungle. I'm just going to grab this Infernal Soul, which is very strong. I don't think they can really walk up to Mundo. Also with Infernal Soul, we have so much damage. I don't mind Zeri getting the buff. It's completely fine. I'm gonna make this my frozen domain. Pillar, everybody's gonna slow down when they walk here. No, this is not necessary. This is... Guy... I'm just peeling. We're out. We should be out here, even if he lands. Nope. Peace among worlds. I'm gonna escort this area out. We'll be okay. There's all 5 of them here, so we need to play like picture perfect if we're gonna get away with this. There we go. I'll knock her out of a pillar of her ulti. Don't die, please don't die. Are you gonna die to Leandries? I really hope not. I think you'll be okay. Ari missed a thingy, which is unfortunate. I can't just willingly throw out my W. And now we turn, finally. What? You're crazy! Under what universe do you not just walk backwards with that ulti? Like, did you not just run away with that ulti? Just deciding to go back in is so troll. And they overcommitted for that so much. And the reason that that was worth for us, by the way, is because we had a mid lane way stacked up. So just... there had no real reason to be there, and it's like I was drawing. We were drawing so many people to us, and we had a couple of really good pillars there. So our task there is not to go in like a monkey and be like creating space. Just keep them interested for as long as possible. Pillar them away from their backs. Just walk at them. Be annoying. Don't get hit by stuff. Wait until the right moment to turn and fight. Also, Mundo's very strong. Might have noticed. I'm gonna hold my W because I'm running a little low on mana. Grab this inhibitor, and then grab this inhibitor, and then with all 3 inhibitors down, now we really should be able to... I'm not gonna bother. Ghost away. Pillar for the Triumph healing. No, I don't think we need to do this, man. We don't need to give Katarina all of these resets. We don't need to give... we can just grab, like, if they think they can do it, they can do it, but I'm not feeling particularly happy. I need to stay out of combat for a little bit, heal back up. So there, jungle creeps healing me up completely, and then I don't think we can end, though, because we're way too low. Like, if we were slightly healthier, or if our teammates had more mana, maybe. There's no point in split pushing anything anymore. All the split pushing that was ever going to be done in this universe has been done. They have no inhibitors. We just need to take Baron and just walk in the minions, right? Just take the Baron, walk in the minions, keep it nice and simple. There's that tower gone as well. Yeah, they're very dead. They're so dubs. It's actually difficult to describe how dead they are. Go super fast over the frozen domain as well. Yeah, just head over to Baron and walk in, and they're gonna have a hard time because now that we have 3 lanes of super minions, the triple supers are going to be very, very powerful. The triple lane super minion means that each lane gets 2, and super minions are tanky as hell. So I'm just gonna, there we go. Let's grab these. This is the very freest Baron of all time. They literally cannot leave base. Elder's up in a minute, but I don't think we'll need that. Really don't think we'll need that. We can just walk at them with the Baron, and this should really be the end of the game. There's just a very little way that this is not the end of the game. I don't have red buff anymore, but I have blue buff, and that's all I really care about. I don't really need a lot of red buff slow. Level 16, so my W and R are both maxed out, along with my Q, obviously. By far the most tanky person. We can just stat check them at this point. There, everybody's dead here. Okay, and we even get to trump the Nexus with kill. There you go. So you can just walk the minions in with the Baron buff, and there's nothing they can do. Because even if they're fighting, it's like the Baron buff minions are just going to deal so much damage. So just a very almost clinical gameplay from us there to the jungle, just carrying just with awareness of how to punish somebody who's overextending and just using the skirmishing power to take good fights. Just push the advantage from there. Like, so if we take a look at the grass, we did some amount of damage, but not really anything significant because we weren't really in fights, even though we had a good number of kills and quite a significant number of assists. Vel'Koz did so much damage just from poking me and Mundo. We did tank a large amount of damage. Obviously, Mundo tanked more. He's the hyper tank here. This is obviously a real contribution to the game. We also did not do bad damage to turrets. Look at that. Me and Mundo, we split pushed the heck out of him. So that's where you really see what we did this game. Income is way up there. We had very high farm because we were denying the Viego's jungle over and over, and we almost flame horizoned him at the end of that game. So the stuff like that doesn't really show up in the regular stats alone that people check. Those are also important metrics of success. Our bot lane was, because it wasn't like an absolute stomp by any stretch. It looked like it was going to go back and forth for a while, and the Katarina was putting us in the early game constant threat of roaming, but things really just got out of hand because Darius just fell behind, and then once Mundo started to get ahead and Ahri started to get a couple solo kills on Katarina because she fell behind looking for those roam opportunities, and really like you can all sort of trace the snowball back to those couple of early plays in the top lane where we forced the Darius away from his lane when they had such a massive minion wave building up, because that was the wave that he would have caught under tower. That would have made him and Mundo even, but instead of becoming even with the Mundo in that, instead he just ended up getting absolutely murdered because he just fell several levels behind, and then he got solo killed by the Mundo again, and then I pressured him again when he whenever the wave was pushing back to Mundo. So it's just knowing these moments that Darius is going to try and walk up now, just punishing them, putting the Mundo ahead, and just translating that lead to getting objectives, to recognizing, okay, Viego's going to want to be there, so we're going to use that opportunity to take this Baron. Just that recognition. So it's just all about finding an advantage and pressing it, and then even when you know that your team is, despite their lead, is going to do their best to try and throw that lead elsewhere on the map, because this is, after all, bronze, you can still use your awareness of the map and a knowledge of cross-map plays to keep taking towers, keep taking objectives, keep pushing stuff down. So there's a very good example sort of how to dissect a map and win the game that way. So hopefully you enjoyed that video, you learned at least a couple of things from it, and if you did, and of course if you have a lot of flame built up inside you, a lot of wrath you want to unleash about how badly I play Trundle and how badly I kite camps, please feel free to do so in the comments. Looking forward to seeing those. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Peace.